What's up, tobacco enthusiasts? Tobacco Momo time. Unwanted police attention edition. I stopped up here to smoke a pipe. Wanted to have a tobacco moment. This is Columbia Park. It's a pretty big park. There's a public golf course over that way. I haven't been here in quite some time, and when I come here, I always would bike through here or drive through on the road that goes around it. But I came back here along this road to see if there was some parking back up this way because I wanted to park that way and kind of head up that way. And it was like there's like a Parks and Rec yard back there, and it's no parking except for employees. So I did a U-turn, but I picked up a park police cop that was like behind me, and he parked over there and he watched me park and get out of my truck. Got the moneymaker over there, you just saw it. He set up shop there, so who knows. But in any case, yeah, there's some bad air quality here today, but the breeze has come up and made it kind of tolerable. Yeah, I didn't feel like blending anything or smoking any of my blends. I just wanted to have some good old-fashioned Peter Stokeby Luxury Twist Flake. See if I can get it lit here. There we go. Little kind of a tennis court over here, little playground over there, some fire pits, barbecue things, I mean. Garbage. We'll do a good deed and throw away this aluminum can. Little picnic area back here, it's pretty nice. There's the golf course over there. Let's see if I can. Four. I've never been big on golf. When I was a kid, my stepfather and my stepbrother, who's just a year older than me, they were kind of into golf. And I used to like to go with them because they would let me drive the cart. That's how they would get me to go. They'd let me drive the cart. And that was really fun for like a 10, 12-year-old. That's back when they had these Harley Davidson 3-wheel golf carts. It was a lot of fun. And these weird people hanging around. And then there's me. I'm one of them. I hate to be a busybody, but I consider it a small good deed to pick up litter. Doing good deeds is like a gift in and of itself. love doing good deeds, whether it's like pushing somebody out of the snow when they're stuck, bringing home a dog that you found wandering around that's loose, change a spare tire, put a spare tire on for somebody with a flat, like an old person or something. Somebody's having car trouble, even though I'm not like the expert mechanic, just look at it for them and see if I can do anything. 2 separate times, somebody just had a loose battery cable, and all I had to do was wiggle it and then tighten it, because I always usually have a channel lock pliers or some kind of wrench or something. So it pays to just, just to look. It's a little football field. I didn't even know this was here. I mean, I live right around here, walking distance from my house. See if I can set my camera up here for a second. Beautiful. Get my pipe messed with. Oh, I see irrigation valves. Should I be a dick and start turning sprinklers on and off? No, I'm not gonna. Kind of curious what they're working with here. They must have pretty big pipe, at least 1 inch. Probably have I-20s. Wonder if they have 2-wire. Oh yeah, there's a blowout coupling, or a quick connect for a blowout. You hook your hose up there and blow all the air out. There's the pipe. It looks like 1 1/4 inch PVC. Probably a valve in there that I could turn on manually. Tobacco Momo. It's probably about like 85. Man, where the heck is my tamper now? Frustrating. Pocket knife, wallet, phone, another pocket knife, lighter. Tamper. Luxury twist flake. Pardon me. Yeah, luxury twist flake. Not twist plus. Luxury twist flake. I mixed up a nice jar of twist plus about 2 weeks ago. That aged Maduro Cavendish was really wet though, because I had it sealed up, vacuum sealed. So I'm kind of letting that rest for a while. Let it dry out a little bit. It's funny how quiet it is around the city. Like anytime I come out anywhere, it used to be like you couldn't get any peace and quiet if you wanted to come to a place like this and just kind of be by yourself. And now you just don't see people. I blame the crime, the soft on crime approach. People don't feel safe. Yeah, I never knew there was a football field right here. Let's see what else we can find in this park. Somebody barbecuing back behind me there. It smells like Latakia. It's a nice green space. We're in Minneapolis, by the way. This is Minneapolis proper. The very northeast part of it. There's a dog park on the other side of this golf course from here. It's hard to see my phone because of the glare. You know, if you made it this far, I'm going to start talking. I've been thinking a lot about how people, how all the things like the scamdemic happened and how people, don't seem to get like all the lies that are happening. I mean, I'm not claiming to know the truth about anything, but I do claim that almost anything being told to us is lies, whether it's the traditional mainstream media or alt media. Alt media has been infiltrated by this point. Things about the economy and things that are going on right now. It seems like a bait and switch happened is what it seems like, and I don't know. I'm actually, I'm not a Trump zealot or anything. I'm ready to turn on a dime, but if the truth comes out against what I thought was happening, and how do we know? Even I have to ask myself that what we're seeing isn't AI, and something bad didn't happen to those guys because they seem to be going against what they said they would do. But I am open to a lot of different possibilities. If you know about Kim Clement, he said this was going to be a strange July, and it sure has been strange. And I hope that wind's not ruining my little talk. But I've come to understand that it doesn't matter what the truth is, because what's important, and I always say attention's the most valuable thing we have. That's because with attention you can build consensus. Consensus is more important than truth. Because if you get a bunch of people that are believing something fake because of consensus, and they all believe it, and they all reinforce it with each other, you can't tell them the truth, even if it's right in front of their face. You can't tell them, they won't listen, because they'll just parrot back the consensus, just like that movie Idiocracy. What was that drink? That Gatorade drink? Whatever it was. Oh, Brondo. Brondo makes plants grow. So they watered all the fields with Brondo, and it killed all the plants. And, that guy from the past came there, and he used the premises that all the people in the future are stupid because of Common Core education and inbreeding and stuff like that. Consensus made everybody say Brondo makes the plants grow because that was their advertising hook. And that's kind of like, what they do to people. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, stuff like that. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. I still don't have health insurance. It's been 10 years now since I lost my health insurance. And I need it right now. But if I go to the doctor, they don't want to test me. I think I have diabetes or pre-diabetes. I'm giving too much personal information here. But when I tell them this and I tell them why, they don't want to give me like any blood tests or anything. They told me I have allergies. Take Zyrtec, they told me. That's what they told me. They'll give me a cream because I have I had a little rash type thing going, but I said that's not what I'm worried about. I was just bringing that up because I think it's a symptom of bad gut health related to me not processing sugar right or creating enough insulin or something. Anyway, I cured that by just like topical treatment. So that's gone, but I'm still having fatigue and, anyway, I can't eat anything with sugar anymore. I haven't had alcohol since 2024. No more Dr. Pepper and whiskey with a wedge of lime in it for me. No more sugar. I used to like candy and sugar and cookies and all that garbage. I can't eat that. I haven't eaten any of that stuff anymore. I've been eating bone broth and sauerkraut and eggs, hard-boiled eggs, tuna, but you can't have too much tuna because of the mercury. By the way, I'm not calling anybody out. I heard somebody saying they buy the pre-peeled hard-boiled eggs. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I just made 2 stories in this channel about how I almost caused disasters with hard-boiled eggs or trying to hard-boil eggs. I'm really good at it. I'll tell you how to hard-boil an egg perfectly so it peels really nice. You put some water in a pot. You put a couple eggs, couple of 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you want, in the pot. You turn it on super high, as high as your heat will go, and you stand there and you watch it. You get it boiling. When it's boiling, you cover it while it's boiling. Then you turn the heat off and you walk away. You let it sit at least 10 minutes, but preferably 20 minutes. Let the water cool down. Then you run it under cold water and let all that hot water drain out. Run it under cold water. Then you separate those eggs into a bowl or something, put it in the fridge, forget about it. Come back no less than 6 hours later. This is or overnight. This isn't an instant gratification thing. After those eggs have sat in the fridge like that, after doing all the steps I told you, you break it on the bottom. There's like an air bubble in the bottom. You just crack them on the bottom, and that shell will slip right off, no problem. You have perfectly hard-boiled eggs. Now, if it's for convenience because you want to throw them in your lunchbox, then you're going to have to like wrap them in foil, put them in Ziploc bags, something like that. Not as convenient as the Walmart packaging, but you'll have a nicely hard-boiled egg. So anyway, that's cooking with 1 PS. But yeah, consensus is more important than even giving somebody facts or showing them information or sending them links to information or, drawing diagrams and, putting a bunch of thumbtacks up on a wall with pictures and information and connecting it all with yarn. And, you're just not going to wake people up. People are not going to wake up because the consensus is too powerful. The consensus factory, the matrix, the mainstream. They send it to them through movies, through television shows, through everything. And you have to get a nasty taste in your mouth to that stuff and walk away from it on your own. And then time has to go by. And then you have to learn to believe in yourself and trust yourself in your own eyes. And you're not going to find anything, but you're not going to be misled anymore. And the truths that you find are going to be your own, and you're not really going to be able to share them with people. And it's lonely in that way. And it's hard to relate to normies that way. But you got to remember that we're all people. At least we hope so. And I honestly don't know if it's praying mantises from inside the earth, Alumals, robots, or just a bunch of rich, powerful people that are assholes. But somebody hates humanity, and somebody is really messing with us hard. And it's been that way. And it's going to probably stay that way. And once you live in that space where you allow that to be something that is real, now you've got a defense. Because you can watch out for the strikes that come at you. I still hope that there's a controlled demolition of the system that's currently wrecking everything for us. And in the turmoil of a new system taking shape, there'll be some time where there's some freedom for pretty much everybody for a while. That's what I really hope. And that's the kind of stuff I think about when I have my little tobacco momos. One PS.